Right, we're making things a little bit harder that we're going to be using for the F1 cars and 2 C-Ring that doesn't match for this one. If I'm just going to be going all the way around here, if not, I'm not starting the Hockenheim first. We're going to be using for a Grand Prix for just a little bit for going to be going on the Hockenheim ring to C-Ring as well. And then one of the most hardest things, even going to be doing final. So we're going to be doing for in the Hockenheim ring first. And let's do what I say that we're going to be doing for a little bit to Fuji International Speedway. From Paul Ricard to Sebring International. So let's get to be right here into Hockenheim ring. It will be going to be taking for a little bit long. Yes, I'm going to be doing for a little bit, going very far as well. That should might able to take for a few seconds until it's over 60 seconds as well. Now let's get to be heading into this out, and I feel I'm not going to be a little bit stressed. Now here we go into a high resolution. Now I can see about for these F1 cars. Now before we're going to be going into the F1 cars as well, we have only this. Now let's put on to our for German racing vehicles as well. Now let's put on to turn on to sequential mode, and we're going to be making on to this only one priority for just a little bit of once as well. As you can see behind out here, there must be some kind of a little bit for this one. And I'm going to be going all the way down here. And we'll set the weather into a default day. But always, we kind of able to do it like the default day as well. So we're going to be pulling out into this one. And let's make our statement lap times as well. As before, we're going to be making on to this various lap times. As we never going to be knowing about this moment. I think we're just almost going to be almost to start finish. And we're not going to be saying here we go. And we got some huge amount of penalties around somewhere. Now let's go into an over 9,000 RPM. And we're ready. And we're absolutely having so much penalties inside of outlap. So it looks like we're going to be doing for a little bit good. As anyways, before I might able to get all the way down here, I must use something like else. I cannot able to beat 1 minute and 15 seconds. And because Audi R18 wins with a turbo fast himself for this as well. As you can see the lap times, that was absolutely very bad in the pit lane straight. But it looks like we might able to get over to the jump straight out this one. So it's going to be taking a little bit closer into a 100 board. Now it looks like taking on the first gear. Second, we're going to be getting up third, and looks like we're just going to be blasted all the way up here into this going to be one thing as well. Looks like there must be breaking point as well, and you might never going to be thinking all the way down into the floor. If this is not absolutely going to be necessary overall, they taking for some a little bit for announcers as well. Now it is going to be about time for using for a mouse steer enabled as well, so it looks like we're going to be taking on second. Now looks like we just absolutely did a bad choice. Now looks like we just absolutely made into the second gear and made a huge penalty as well. I can't be tried as well, and because of this I'm so worse at this one. I might never able to make it in the fastest lap times because due to bad luck for 10 years. So here we go, let's do this for only one thing. Now let's gonna be getting down into here. We just absolutely never slept out here for corner cuts as well. Let's blast all the way around here and smash the 100 board as well. We're gonna be hitting to our second gear and make this another statement. We have 6 seconds behind as well. Let's hit the apex a little bit. Now I just enabled the mouse control. Over down here you can might hit over the apex as well. Let's gonna be slowing down into 100 board as well, using by Formula 1 cars as well. If this is absolutely necessary, that we'll be able to get all the way down here into its front. Now I'm not sure that we're going to be using for its brakes wisely. I'm going to be using second gear, since that I just currently use the GP2 cars as well. And you might able to not able to get reaching for this one, 0.33 seconds. And with absolutely what happened, that we should might able to get all the way down to up here. I might gonna be using the gear 3 This is not gonna be doing a little bit. I might not sure. This is not gonna be so great at all. And this is not gonna be taking for over 1 minute and 20 seconds. 1 minute and 21.114. This has gotta be so slow for this time. And I'm not gonna be doing this for earlier. I'm feeling a little bit stressed for this one. So let me just try again. Or we just absolutely turning for the mouse steer off as well. So I'm sorry for this, as we're gonna be doing this for literally next time. So all you have to do is it's time to return back into the menu hub, and we're moving on to Fuji International Speedway. Now right here we got in Fuji International Speedway, we just set into high resolution. We're gonna be trying to do like this one as before. It's always clear day that we're gonna be using the F1 class as well. Using the Formula 1 class, we'll be using to take the color orange, using red like these things as well. And I can't able to do like this before. This is absolutely gonna be necessary. We'll be trying to use the F1 cars as well. So let's gonna be entered to jump out inside of the vehicle. Let's do this all the way down here. And before we're gonna be making onto this one as well. Looks like even the lap times as well. And we're gonna be pushing all the way down to here. But because this is not gonna be taking a little bit good as well. If this is not sounds like the F1 car is so good, if this is absolutely sounds not good for all of this one, and that must be welcome to 2008 F1 season. Oh my gosh, we just made a huge penalty for 3 seconds and made it cool down with our tires as well. And we just absolutely made badly as well. Looks like I'm inside of the onboard view of the F1 car. Looks like we're just gonna be going inside. All the way down here. I can't believe it. This is not gonna be so good as well. Is this not gonna be so perfect? I make sure this is gonna be taking for a little bit only once as well. And the car backfires, always blasting all the way through out here. No penalties. We have the guest for all the way for down here. Now am I gonna be able to choose something like else for mouse control? I'm not gonna be choosing for wisely. I think the GTE cars, and oh my gosh, we just absolutely meet something kind of just a little bit. Now once again, we're just gonna be taking a little bit slow. Looks like the GTE and the GT4 cars are just absolutely raging for this one. So let's gonna be using not the traction control. I'm gonna be taking onto the first gear and made this strategy. It looks like we're gonna be taking on to the second gear and making to this all the way up here to 200 miles an hour. And which means I might not able to talk around for this one. And it's gonna be taking for a little bit for this one. It might gonna be reaching to 187 to 119 miles an hour. We just blast all the way down to under 1 minute and 50 seconds. Looks like we're gonna be taking a little bit slow. And welcome to the F1 2008 Fuji International Speedway 2008. That's gonna be taking for our performing the hybrid boost over here since like this one as well. I might gonna be able to slow down, and it's gonna be hit down to 4th gear, 3 seconds behind. So it looks like we're just gonna be taking a little bit for going to the inside. So back into this 4th, 3rd. Now it looks like we're gonna be heading onto our catching to GTE cars as well. And because of this one strategy, we're not able to take around for this seriously. And it looks like we can't able to see around for the GTE cars. I think this is absolutely going to be necessary as well. Using the first gear to second gear, I might be able to get a little bit slower. But for field, 7 seconds behind. Looks like we're back into the second gear. Now I might not sure that we're going to be going outside and heading into the inside of here for just a little bit. Now it's gonna be going up into 4th gear. I think we're just absolutely slightly going oversteer for this one. And we're passing the GT4 cars as well. And by the Mustang and the Camaros as well. And I might not see for the LMP1 cars as well. Going speeding through this out. If I just gonna be seeing this closer, 192 miles per hour, 1 minute and 29 seconds. Even slower than some kind of other kinds of these things as well. Now looks like we just absolutely disabled for this one for as well. So let's gonna be moving and return to the map menu. I think we're just absolutely gonna be wanted to go all the way down to Sebring. Right, we're inside of Paul Ricard. It is now absolutely morning that I just set into high resolution. High quality of this gloom effects was absolutely extremely high. That's gonna be using for the Formula 1 class as well. Using the Formula class, we'll be subject to use this car again. The white Grim Republic vehicle that we're gonna be going inside. I think we just have 2 players left. So we're gonna be doing for a little bit first one. Sequential mode is enabled. It looks like I can't see throughout for this one. And I might not able to hear that for this moment. And because of this one, we'll be absolutely gonna be taking a little bit much longer. But I can't see throughout for these corners. So I might be able to sit around for this one. Now it looks like we're gonna be taking on for an absolute loud beast. Overall, now we're going to be taking on to the 4th gear, and we'll be ready until it's going to be evolution before it's going to be going all the way up here. If this is absolutely going to be what happens, it's not going to be taking on to this time. It looks like we're going to be ready and not having trouble corner cutting. For this side, like I say, it's not going to be taking all over to the corner cutting as well. And because I'm just going to be reaching up to over 200 miles an hour, we got 193 miles per hour, 195, and this F1 car is absolutely pretty reaching to 200 miles an hour, and that's how it goes perfectly. So it looks like it's absolutely, the top speed is always 201 miles per hour. Now it should be able to take a little bit slow into its 4th gear. We're making onto this straight, all over to this one. Not pretty impossible as well. It's not going to be taking for over 2 minutes. It is not going to be taking all over to its good place to make a corner cut as well. So I might suggest we're going to be using, the traction control is absolutely off. And because it is absolutely turning on the traction control back on, because just enabled steering for this a little bit long. This is the mouse steering, and we're going to be going up here. And this sounds like we're going to be doing for realistic driving weight. And here we go. In about lap times and in terms of speed and unity, looks like we're going to be taking a little bit slow beneath the F1 cars as well. It looks like we're going to be heading down into gear 3. And it looks like we just blasted all the way up here. And I can see the GT4 cars that we're going to be might able to get slowed down. I can see a GT3 car, which is absolutely Mercedes-AMG GT3. I can't see throughout the glazed light as well. 30 seconds, absolutely pretty complete. Looks like we're going to be blasted all the way long. Up here, we're going to be taking on to the 5th gear. And might subject to be reached up to 200 miles an hour. And that should be going to be might able to get in. And hit to 6th gear. And all the way blast all the way up here to 200 miles per hour straight. And looks like we just absolutely made it over here. And exactly how the 200 miles per hour just worked, 31 seconds, but 1 second earlier for this morning. So it looks like we just absolutely made things a little bit slower. Not even for either. So it looks like we're going to be taking a little bit slow. Taking on the outside to the inside as well. And might gonna be under 110 miles an hour, but just a little bit straight. Now looks like we're gonna be taking for this a little bit slower without causing oversteers as well. And because of this one was absolutely taking for pretty much insanely like this one. As the moment that you've been waiting for is gonna be taking a little bit much straight. And that is gonna be the end of this video. Before we might almost gonna be went outside. Just like the Formula 3 as well. It's not just like the Formula 3, it's a GP2 or GP3. 1 minute and 51 seconds. It was quite a very slow about for this. Under 1 minute and 40 seconds was absolutely very hard for me as well. So it looks like that is the end of this video for just a weekend moment. So if you like for today's video and about for this weekend in this some kind of morning, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click the bell. And if you like for some Formula 1 content as well, if you're just going to be releasing for this player soon. if this is gonna be doing for a little bit for this one, and some other Formula 1 content will be coming up to next couple of videos. Looks like thanks for watching as well, and I'm gonna be signing off until later on, and looks like the Formula Racing series and Roblox will be upcoming to its new playlist. So I'm about to signing off, then I say over and out.